Namaste. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's my topic is Khilji dynasty, which considered as the second Muslim rulers in India. And the first was the slave dynasty, starting from Qutbuddin to Miyasuddin Kaikabad. The ruling has happened, and the Kaikabad was a weak ruler. So he got assassinated by Jalaluddin Khilji, and Jalaluddin Khilji self-proclaimed that I am the emperor of next dynasty, that is Khilji dynasty. So Khilji dynasty, they were belonged to the khilji tribe in Turkey, and they were working as a vassals of this slave dynasty, right? So he and his brother Shihabuddin Masud were working in the slave dynasty. The first ruler is Jalaluddin Khilji, and it was from 1290 AD to 1296. 6 years of period he ruled, and his way of ruling was very calm because he was a peace-loving and non-violence attitude person, and he was handling the issues in a very calm manner. When the Mongols had attacked, he straight away defeated them, but he had converted these people to Muslim community, and he had sent these people to Bengal for a living purpose. So as his people, they have to live there. And this attitude of Jalaluddin was not satisfied by the people who were obeying him, especially the governor and the son-in-law of Jalaluddin, named Alauddin Khilji. So he wanted a king like who are brave, valiant, ferocious, who wanted to do more ambitious thing. So this was not happening with Jalaluddin. So he killed Jalaluddin when he met Jalaluddin at Gwalior, and he killed him. He beheaded him. He took his head to many places and self-proclaimed like I am the next king of this dynasty. So the second king is Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji is very familiar to Indian history, very famous personality, and he ruled from 1296 AD to 1316 AD. And with the 10 years of ruling, he made major changes in the ruling aspect of his kingdom. Right? How the way of the ruling has been changed in a major way. Now, who is this Alauddin Khilji? Son of Shihabuddin Masud, and he had married to Malika Jahan, and they were not married. They were not happy with the married life. So, because he was more of like a womanizer person, and we know the story of Padmavat, right? So Alauddin was like that, but he was a mightiest and very cunning ruler, which we can see when we check about the Khilji dynasty. So he had sent his the generals to different part of India, and he especially Ulugh Khan and Nusrat. These people went to many parts like Ranthambore, Mewar, Mantuk. Then we check out many places with Chanderi, Ujjain, Gujarat. Many places he had sent, and he had encaptured all these places. From Gujarat, he got a slave called Malik Kapoor, and this Malik Kapoor was very good with the war strategies. So he kept him as an army chief, and throughout the life he was serving the Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin had 11 provinces, major places of the kingdom. Different kingdoms, they have made major provinces were there, and 11 governing general was there, and they were similar with the Sultan. So what the king wants to do, they will perform, and they will do whatever the people's need. This way the ruling was happening. And towards south also he had attacked, and he was the first person who attacked towards south, to Warangal, then Krishnagiri, then Madurai. Many places he had attacked and made treaty with the kings on that places. Now what contribution he has given to the kingdom is, he made the land, or he brought the kingdom under Khalisa. Now what is this? This is like, previous time there will be a person who will collect the tax from the peasants or the farmers to the office, then to the treasure. So this way the collecting of land revenue was happening. Now what he did, he made this collection of tax straight from peasants to government, because in between the money is going somewhere and they are not getting the actual collection which they had taken from the farmers. So according to the measurement, they will measure biswa, that is the measurement, and also saying they will collect that money and utilize it for the kingdom purpose. So this Kalisa thing he had used, and he had imposed the tax on land and the house also. So Ghari is a house tax, land tax and house tax he had made. Now the other tax which he imposed is grazing tax. So the major occupation is agriculture and cattle rearing, we know that. So if anyone want to graze their the cattle, goat or anyone, they have to provide the tax. Now more land, more tax, that is the criteria they made. Other we can see that they also have the spice system, and he was the one who first kept the standing army, or the standardizing of army he made. And he had like almost 4,75,000 horsemen. He has such a big regiment he made whenever the war is required. So this way he made. Now when we look upon the marketing aspect, he had divided the market like cloth market, then agriculture product. Now every merchant has to register his name before selling his product. That was the criteria. So they have to register their name, and they have to sell only with the market value, normal rate which is prescribed. That only they have to utilize for the selling purpose. So that was there. And cloth also they had categorized, and they had sold and all those things. Now when I said the land had brought under the control of Kalisa, many of the nobles which I said is the people who were collecting from the peasants, they got eroded, they lost their power. Now what happened? Zamindars, means owning up of land had came, and this land owners were called as zamindars. So this zamindar system has been slowly coming up through this process. Now administrative, no spiritually the people, like the madrasa persons who are there who teaches spiritual teaching, they are not allowed to enter with the discussion of administrative process. So they were called as ulemas, and ulemas were not allowed to interfere with the administrative process. He have 10 ministers, and these 10 ministers will assist him for the administrative purpose, but they don't have right to advise him, because king is similar to God, and whatever words he says, whatever injunctions he gives, they are similar to the law. So this way the administration has been taken. It's like Sultan will be the primary, the first person. Second will be the wasirs. Then come the civil and marketing officers, whoever is there. So this way the division has been given. Now he also appointed spy system. Spy system he was in the supporting, because he wanted to know the people who is making conspiracies, controversies, whatever is there. He wanted to know about it. So this way he had made the spy system. He banned social parties and wine. Now he was against the Hindu. Whoever the officers were there as a Hindu, they were taken away from the positions, and the government was straightly involving with the straight away involving with the issues of the society. So Hindus were almost like eliminated. Then Jersey system he made. So the way of ruling he made was little bit in a vast way, like compared to the other rulers, in a vast way it helped the socio-economic status of the Indian society. Now when we consider about the army, we know that the first army, standing army, the first person to do that was him. Now he was more ambitious with the wealth, which I mentioned. So a lot of collectors, then accountants, agents, all were appointed, and who were not able to pay the taxes were being punished brutally during that time. This is one of the things which we need to understand. Other thing is he constructed Al Darwaza, which is not that much famous, but we know that it's like the covering shield from for the khilji dynasty. He had created that. Then the port of Siri he created. So this way Alauddin has been considered himself as a Sikandar Insani, means the second Alexander, who was so ambitious, so much wished to grab all the land area and become his part of his kingdom. But how he died, if we look up, we don't know. It says that Malika Kafur himself has killed Alauddin Khilji. The major incident is not mentioned, but he had killed. And the other story, which he was very much fond of Padmavati, that we know, who was from Mewar, and the story of all those things as it is there in Padmavat movie. Watch it, you will get it. Now the third ruler and the fourth ruler, they were weak enough, because they didn't give much thing to the kingdom. So only the names we can mention. One is Qutbuddin Mubarak Shah, who ruled from 1316, means after Alauddin Khilji. So 1316 to 1320 AD he ruled. Then the last one is Nasruddin Khusrau Shah. He 1320 AD, that period himself he got killed from the governor of Punjab. Ghazi Malik had killed him, and a group of people had conquered that throne, and this paved the way to Tughlaq dynasty, which is the third dynasty which ruled India.